Anyways, well, guys, tonight is the final night of Limitless Living. Yeah, everyone was like, it's okay, breathe. It's fine. I know. Tonight we're ending our series, Limitless Living. We are going to be talking about, can I say it? Limitless love. That's right. That's right. So as I was writing this, I was actually going to have to extend youth by like 2 hours. So you're welcome. I didn't. But, I know, big sad. We'll do it another time. How about that? But, like I said, I can be totally transparent that I could legitimately, guys, spend more than a year just talking about love. Talking about what love is, God's love that he has. Love, everything that you read in the Bible leads back to love in some way. In some way. So, I got a trivia question for you guys. I don't have it on the screens. But, how many of you guys knew that there was different types of love? Anybody? Yeah? Yeah? Can you tell me what those types of love are? No? There's different types of love. Did you know that? Yeah? No? Can you tell me? Can you tell me one of them? No? No? Brendan should know one of them, but that's all right. Anyways, so there is 4 different types of love. So when the Bible was written, it was written not originally in Greek, but it was translated in Greek, and they had 4 different words for the word love. So the first one is eros, which is a relationship love. It's called a spousal love. That is what a husband and a wife, that is the love that they have. Yeah, philei love, or phileia love. Ooh, excuse me. That's a brotherly love. That's a love that you have for your friends. So the way you love your friends, that's the type of love it is. You have a storge love, which is the love that you have for family, the love that parents have for their children, children for their parents, brothers and sisters, and so forth. And then the one that Brendan really should have known is agape love. And that is God's love for humanity. That is the highest form of love. So when we read our Bible, it just says love. That's all it says. It just says love. I know we're really boring and basic in English. But in the Greek translations, there was 4 different types of love, and it was used differently depending on the verse. But I want to read to you guys tonight out of a book I just found out existed by Mr. Farron, because all I preach out of is Matthew, apparently. It's found in 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verses 1 through 3. And it says this: "If I could speak all the languages of the earth and of the angels, but didn't love others, I would only be a noisy gong or a clanging cymbal. If I had the gift of prophecy and I understood all of God's secret plans and possessed all knowledge, and if I had such faith that I could move mountains but didn't love others, I would be nothing. If I gave everything I have to the poor and even sacrificed my body, I could boast about it. But if I didn't love others, I would have gained nothing." So, what does this say? Can anybody tell me? It tells us exactly what it says. What does it say? If you don't love, what do you have? Nothing. You can have all of these things. You could speak all the languages of the world. You can speak to animals. If you didn't do it with love, it's no good. So I told you guys that everything in the Bible that you read, it comes to, points back to love. I mean it. Love is so important. Even if you had the gift of prophecy, it says, and you knew absolutely everything in the world. Like, if you had, like, an Elon Musk chip in your head that was like, you could say something and it'd Google it for you, and you'd know it right then and there. If you still didn't have love, you'd be nothing. Even if you had the faith to move mountains, literal mountains. How many of you guys have been to the mountains? Yeah? I love the mountain. They're my favorite. If I could pick one of those things up and move them, bro, I'd probably still be a youth pastor, but it'd be awesome. But even if you could move mountains but didn't love others, it'd be nothing. Even if you gave everything that you had to the poor and sacrificed your body like Jesus did for us, but you didn't love others, you gain nothing. Do you guys see the theme? What's happening? Guys, love is so, so important. At the end of the chapter, so in 1 Corinthians chapter 13, they call it the love chapter because that's what it talks about. But the last verse, it says this. These three things will last forever: faith, hope, and love. What does it say there at the very end, guys? The greatest of these is love. Absolutely. Absolutely. You guys heard me say this before, but I want you guys to write this down. When you put your trust, your faith, your love, your happiness in things of this world, it will fail 100% of the time. But did it not just say that there's three things that will last forever? That's faith, hope, and love. But then I said this, right? That faith, hope, and love is in God, is in Jesus. That's why I say this. When you put your faith, love, and happiness in things of this world, it'll fail 100% of the time. But love will endure forever. Now you may be asking, okay, Quinton, you've expressed how important love is. I get it. I understand it. You said love is important about 100 million times. I get it. But how do I know what love is? How do I know how to love? How do I know if I'm doing it in love? How do I know these things? Well, I'm glad you guys are wondering that because the Bible actually tells us. So 1 Corinthians chapter 13, the love chapter, verses 4 through 7, it says this. Love is patient and kind. Love is not jealous or boastful or proud or rude. It does not demand its own way. It is not irritable. It keeps no record of being wronged. It does not rejoice about injustice, but rejoices whenever the truth wins out. Love never gives up, never loses faith, is always hopeful, and endures through every circumstance. So I want you guys to think about something real quick. If we're supposed to love, which we are, it says love is patient. There may be sometimes you may not be so patient. I mean, I'll be the first to admit it. And there's some times that I'm like I just can't sit still. I'm waiting for something to happen. Somebody just that I don't want to talk to keeps coming up to me, or that one person in class just keeps on bugging me, and I'm not being patient with them. But it says right here that love is patient and kind, and we're supposed to love, right? Love is not jealous or boastful or proud or rude. That's saying a lot, guys. That's saying a lot. So I'm going to challenge you guys with something tonight. I want you guys, can you put that last verse back up there on the screen? If I could have my leaders grab those materials. Guys, the leaders are going to pass out some pens and paper to you guys. Okay? I'm going to be doing this too. It's not just you guys. And leaders, I encourage you guys as well. And from the sound booth, whenever you guys, here in a second, I'll ask you to play some music, some worship music. You guys, please come down and do this as well. But what I want you guys to do is, can everybody read cursive? Kind of. This is kind of in cursive. You should be able to read that. You should be able to read that. I didn't think about that. I don't know why you have 3. Keep passing. But, hey guys, you guys are going to take this paper and this pen. I want you guys to write this verse out on this paper. But don't do it just yet. There's a caveat. Every time that it says love, replace it with your name. Yeah. But you guys can move up close if you need to. But whenever it says love, guys, replace it with your own name. Does everybody get that? Yep. So Quinton is patient and kind. Quinton is not jealous or boastful, and so forth, okay? There it is. But feel free. There's a table that we're bringing out because we got the table out. Anyways, just write that out, guys. You're going to write this verse, But every time that it says love, I want you to write your name instead. So Kyla is patient and kind, so forth. Is there anybody need paper or pen? Does everybody have one? Paper. Thank you, Pat. Does everybody understand what they're doing? Phenomenal. Okay. Can we have a little music playing, please? And leaders, no. Leaders, if we have some extra, feel free to do it for yourself. Because what I want you guys to do as you're writing this is keep it. Keep it and then hang it up somewhere in your room, hang it up somewhere on your mirror, in your bathroom, someplace that you will see it, and you'll continue to see it.